Yes, well, 52-year-old Thomas Mair is due to appear at the Old Bailey in court, in the courts behind me, just about 2 p.m. in about half an hour's time, facing several charges, including murder, grievous bodily harm, possession of a firearm and possession of a dangerous weapon. He was arrested about a mile away from where Jo Cox, the MP for Batley and Spen, was shot and stabbed in an attack outside a public library where the 41-year-old MP was planning on holding a constituency surgery later that day. During the attack, eyewitnesses claim to have heard the attacker say "Britain first" and "keep Britain independent." On arrest, Mair said that he was a political activist, that police found a single firearm and a dagger on his person among several bloodied effects during a search. During a hearing at Westminster Magistrates Court, Mair refused to give his name, instead giving the phrase "death to traitors, freedom to Britain." He was later remanded to custody, and his defence lawyers confirmed that his name was indeed Thomas Mair. Jeremy Corbyn, the leader of the Labour Party and leader of the opposition, leader of the party that Jo Cox herself was a member of, said the attack on herself was an attack on democracy.
Her death is appalling. Her death is an assault on all of us. Her death is an assault on our democracy and our freedom of speech and the way in which we, in a democratic society, wish to ensure that everyone gets a voice. Her passing is a reminder to all of us of how fragile life is, how vulnerable we all are, and how important this time we stand together, united as a community of different ethnic groups, of different languages, of different faiths, of different ideas, but fundamentally united together in the idea that we elect representatives to be accountable, to act on our behalf, but to do their best for us. Tomorrow, Parliament will be recalled and we will pay tributes to her. Those tributes will be heartfelt because we've lost a Member of Parliament, yes, because we've lost a good friend, yes, because we've lost a very talented woman, yes, but because her death is actually an assault on each and every one of us.
The murder of Jo Cox 3 days ago has sent shockwaves through both public and parliamentary life. Indeed, in London, we've already seen several vigils and services take place across the capital. One of the most notable happened outside Parliament, where several senior members of Parliament came to pay their respects, including the ex-leader of the Labour Party, Ed Miliband, and several other high-profile members of Parliament. There's also been a smaller vigil outside of Jo Cox's houseboat on the Thames, where she lived with her husband and 2 small children. Today, Parliament has been recalled to honour the memory of the MP. To give you an idea of how significant that act is, it's only the 29th time that Parliament has been recalled since 1948, an act that's usually reserved for making key decisions, for casting votes on key political matters. Meanwhile, MPs have been calling for members of Parliament to sit together, cross-party, intermingling as a show of unity and show of good faith to Jo Cox's family, to a Member of Parliament that a lot of people in the House of Commons knew very closely. They were close friends. Many MPs are also planning to wear a white rose, a symbol of Yorkshire, as a sign of respect. Chris Grayling said that conventional party politics should be a million miles away. In the public world, a crowdfunding site set up in the honour of Jo Cox has raised just about £880,000, just short of the £1 million goal that they are hoping to get. All the money will go towards charities which Jo Cox herself was a patron of, charities that she supported, all charities picked by members of her family. Just a small show of the display, of the staggering display that we've seen come after the devastating murder of Jo Cox.